September 21 ay at pagtawag, pag-call out, ang pagpapakita na hindi na tayo natutuwa sa korupsyon ay para sa mga sarili natin, hindi para sa mga politiko na makikinabang dito. Ang kahirapan kasi dyan, galit na galit kayo kasi may mga rason kayo na hindi naman nakakatuwa. Tulad ng pagsuporta ng politiko na hindi naman dapat ang naging focus sa rally na yan.
Tama!
Galit kayo dahil sinabi ko na hindi dapat kayo nagsusuporta ng politiko para sa September 21. Bakit? Kasi dapat loyal tayo sa Pilipinas, B.
Tama.
Loyal tayo sa bansa natin na marami sanang pera, pero ang dami-daming magnanakaw.
Tama.
At ang malala pa dyan, hindi lang yung magnanakaw, yung mga nagmamalinis, yung mga supporter na hindi ginagamit ang utak, na just because sinabi ni ganito, dapat susundin para ka nang kumain ng tain yan, be.
Tama.
Sinabayan mo ng coke bilang chaser. Hindi dapat tayo ganun. Dapat gising tayo sa katotohanan na dapat may magbago kung gusto natin na may pagbabago sa bansa natin. Hindi si PBBM ang kalaban. Ang kalaban ay ang korupsyon.
Tama.
Kung kayo kasi hindi nyo alam ang pinaglalaban nyo, at ginagawa niyong kalaban si Speaker kasi yun ang may sabi ni Sara, o kinakalaban niyo si Sara kasi yun ang may sabi ni ganito, malibe. Kahit ako mismo hindi ko feel si VP Sara na maging presidente. Kasi at the end of the day, guguluhin talaga natin ang Pilipinas, guguluhin talaga natin ang mga buhay-buhay natin kung kakayanin naman na may systemic change.
Tama.
Meron. Kasi nga, di ba, ang gusto nyo, lulusubin nyo ang Malacanang, susunugin nyo, o san ngayon mag-opisina yung Sara nyo?
Kaya
diba?
nga.
Isip-isip. At sa mga nagsasabi naman na sige, si Lenny ang ipapalit, mayor siya ng Naga.
Hindi siya vice president.
Diba? Bakit niya iiwan ang Naga para maging presidente? Pwede namang idaan sa tamang eleksyon sa 2028. Ang kahirapan kasi sa inyo na hindi kayo nag-iisip ng maayos kasi hindi nyo kinikwenta na kapakanan dapat ng lahat ng Pilipino ang iniisip natin.
For me, mistaken. Why? The speaker is not an artista. Although he's been created in your minds, for those of you who have been manipulated ever since 2023, that he is the biggest buaya, that he is the biggest enemy, that he is in fact tatambaloslos. And for years, I felt frustrated because the speaker just refuses to fight back. The speaker refuses to address this because, again, nga na manggod si speaker. Dili manggod siya petty. And so, karon, I want to talk to you because that's exactly the kind of person you're supporting. If in this rally that you're gonna be joining with masks on, you're going to fight for a person who's supposedly going to replace the current president that we have. If that's your reason, then go ahead. Just to remind you that you're supposed to be fighting for the Filipino people. You're supposed to be mad at the corruption. But then again, if you are going to be manipulated to think that corruption is being done by the people, supposedly because Sarah says so, then you are mistaken. Because what Sarah says is not Bible. Where is your proof exactly that it's the speaker's fault? Or is it because Sarah said so? Sarah, who's not always here, and didn't even bother to show up for her budget hearing in Congress. And then again, it's the speaker's fault if none of her budget gets released. Ang saan pag-release ng budget pag di ka magpakita to do your job? So let me get this straight. You're going to a rally on the 21st. You're going to incite sedition, probably go to jail for 6 to 12 years, or pay a penalty of 400,000 for Sarah, who's never here. For Sarah, who doesn't know who you are, but you're so loving and loyal to her, and what is she gonna give you in return? She's gonna be president, and then what? Automatically, all of the problems will disappear? I'd like to remind the kakampings that if this ever happens, then the Akbayan would be the very first to go. It will be replaced by the Duterte youth. That De Lima will go back to jail, and Bam and Kiko can kiss their careers goodbye. You think that won't happen? You think that they will not be vindictive? So we are going to replace our calm, collected president who wants to stop this corruption with a vice president that throws tantrums more than she works. See, I told you it's going to give you a heart attack because it's the truth. Because for every time the vice president throws a tantrum, we're supposed to look the other way. Because she is supposedly not subject to accountability. And that was what the impeachment proceedings were for her to be accountable for the things that she did so publicly that you all want us to pretend never happened.